is hold on, my microphone didn't change. But opening question is, why is it rare to see unapologetic men in today's world? Why is it rare to see unapologetic men? And I'm actually going to probably put this more towards women, in a sense, being unapologetic towards them. But I guess you see this in mainstream media, and everyone's afraid of being, canceled. So why is it rare? And by the way, warning to you guys, if you have a drink, or if you don't have a drink, go ahead and get one. Alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Because we got a game for today. I'm rocking, let me cancel this out. What am I rocking today? Oh, I'm rocking ice and I'm gonna go with some whiskey. I like the flavor. I got apple for here. Not even opened. What a treat. Okay, I want to turn that off. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, guys, we got a new sound too that we added today. What's up, Danny? And yes, guys, I'm still wearing this proudly. Anyone that knows. I'm proudly wearing it. I got a song stuck in my head. It's so good. Oh no, this could get dangerous. Don't spill, don't spill. Let that settle a little bit. Where's the cap? All right, guys. Once again, opening question. Why is it rare to see unapologetic men in today's world? I got a boo-boo. Is that from my little whiskey bottle? Got a little boo-boo. Beat against the clock. Oh, race against the clock here. Okay. Let me get things set up. What am I looking at here? What's up, Jonathan? Striped. Seth, what's up? Seth, I'm drinking some apple whiskey. But I'm waiting for the ice cubes to drop down. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, boom. Oh yeah, guys, look, we got some notes for today. Keep my mind on track. Oh yeah, 35 seconds, guys. Greetings, Mikhail from Switzerland. All right. Oh, by the way, for any of you essential oil fans, I'm rocking a little lavender lime back here. Love that combo. Smells good. All right. Can I take a drink yet? No. That's a failure so far. Okay, all right, guys. So today we are going to break down what happened to men having balls. What happened? Well, today we are going to examine two different videos of men, and I'm not going to spoil on which side of this, whether they are doing a really good job of, in my opinion, not being, or being unapologetic, just standing their ground. It's something that you see so rarely in today's world, especially for men. So let me show you two different videos. I'm not going to tell you whether they're on the good side or bad side. Maybe one of each, maybe two of one and none of the other. You have to stay tuned. However, before we start today, I do want to shout out Mike Posner, singer here, because I got a new sound clip for our live streams here. So let's see here. We got, boom, okay, check this out. This is not an actual MGTOW song he sings, but the song he sings, which is stuck in my head, it's so good, Slow Down by Mike Posner. He talks about basically breaking away from the Hollywood lifestyle and walking free to, look for other things. So it's not necessarily like a MGTOW reference, but I love the sound clip and I know I can use it in a lot of different references. Let's see, where do I have this here? It's...
Slow it down. I still got the feeling, baby.
Alright, I'm going to use that one when I need to slow down a clip and re-show it again, but here's the one that goes with the lyrics here. If I can find where I put it.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
One more time.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
Love that. We're going to be seeing those sometimes in the live streams. So I got to give that a shout out before I forget. All right, now let's get going. To break down, guys. First video we're going to break down is Mr. Sean Connery, R.I.P., rest in peace. Sean Connery, the first James Bond, right? Is that correct? He was the first James Bond, I believe. Someone can correct me in the chat. And we're going to see this interview that he did. It says Sean Connery views on women, relationships, and masculinity. Some of you guys may have seen this already. Even if you have, I had seen it before. I love watching this clip. It's just a great teaching moment for men in today's world to stop being beta mom pussy boys, basically. So this was 1987, this interview. And things to watch for, right, is just when, like we talked about, when the unapologetic man. It doesn't mean if you screw up or something, you can't apologize for your mistakes, but it means like in today's world, you guys know what it's talking about, how people back down so easily, especially if you have a differing view. So when I mean unapologetic, I mean you stand for something, someone wants to come at you about that, and you don't back down because you know what you believe in. That's what I mean about unapologetic in this sense. And to me, Sean Connery does a beautiful job of that. And then I'm going to show you another video after of a more current male that you guys probably have never even heard of or seen before, maybe a few of you. And we're going to break down him as well. But let's check out some things from our man Sean Connery, again, R.I.P. And to start here, guys, I did such a terrible job on that. Man, that's bad. Okay, I can't even get a drink. So, anytime the man in the video here, there's going to be, right, the interview here, the other video is going to be a man and two women. Anytime the man doesn't back down and he holds his ground, he has balls. So, anytime that happens, and when he's unapologetically himself, cheers and drink with him. Now, if I remember, I'm going to try my best, is they're talking, I might pop this up if I'm like, yeah, okay, there's one to take a drink. So if you see that, you can drink. I don't want to sit here and interrupt the whole time. Knowing my mind, I'll probably forget to use this anyway, but it's there in case I remember. So once again, right, if you think he doesn't back down, he stands his ground, cheers to him, take a drink.
Friendship mean a lot. Friendship with men.
Oh yeah, I like that. I think that's one of the the pleasures of golf as well. I'm not mad. I don't like playing golf with women, no matter how good they are. I really don't.
Your wife plays golf.
She's a very good golfer, yeah.
You don't like to play with
very
her?
often with her, no.
Why not?
Because I don't like playing golf with women.
Why not?
I like the company of men better at golf.
Why?
It's very difficult to explain. It's just it's more pleasurable playing golf with men than women.
All right, just a kind of a random odd take there about just golfing with men. By the way, I'm a golfer myself. I don't know about you guys, if you have a take on this as well. Yeah, I mean, I golf with mostly men. I don't golf competitively with any women. I golf like in golf tournaments with family and stuff like that. And I don't have a problem with it, but to me, there's a different bond when you're golfing with men. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, kind of like he mentioned there. I don't know if you guys have the same thing. Although I will say I love golfing with my mother. She just learned how to golf like the last 6 years because my parents retired on like a little golf course now. And I love golfing with my mother because she'll get in on all the betting games with us. She'll just have fun. She'll talk trash just as like little fun things. So I do love golfing with my mother, but other than that, I would agree with him on this one.
Years ago, you did an interview, which may come back to haunt you. You know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You have.
I haven't changed my opinion. But this is a hot take, by the way. Oops. So I'm going to cheers to him and take a drink for that one. He hasn't changed his opinion. That's a hot take, especially in today's world, for a celebrity to say something like that, where he's like, he doesn't believe that it's wrong to hit a woman. Now, of course, we're going to let him talk through this. But right there, that alone, just him not backing down from that comment. Cheers to our man, Sean Connery. Okay.
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give her a good slap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the way he spoke about this was just calm and unrational, and he stuck to his guns, right? Unapologetic on his stance. It's a stance that he has thought through. It's not just, being stupid about everything, throwing things out there and just never apologizing. He's thought through his stance. He has reasons for it, and he's not backing down. I'm going to drink with him again, and boy, like I saw from Black Russian in there, this could get wild. Let's see here. All right. Can't wait till the ice gets down there a little bit. Okay.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. But no, seriously, I think that it's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. Are you going to get mail?
Might get some female.
Okay, that is like, that right there. And when you talk about, there's a reason this guy played James Bond. About holding his cool, calm, and collected. Again, right there, she's like, wait till, it's almost like a threat, right? It's a test. Wait till this airs. You're going to get some mail, like hate mail. And he just does a nonchalant little smirk, little laugh, and he just goes, might get some female. So clever. Even just that alone, to just be that cool, calm, and collected, to be able to think of something so witty, just like that, in the heat of the moment like that, holding his ground right there. You guys know that's a drink. I'm going to drink, but in the sake of not making you guys wait for the video, I'll drink while it starts playing here.
Well.
Do you ever slap your wife?
No.
No, she doesn't provoke it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she takes me to the wire. She's very, you know, she's very much got her own views and opinion and everything, and she's French, and you know they're quite pragmatic, and but no, I mean, she's tiny anyway, you know, and but I have a very violent temper, and I wouldn't want to start hitting. But I'm also quite strong.
So what he said there is so, I mean, again, he gave his reasonings for his thought out stance on things even right there. How he said he's never hit his wife. And he the way that he chose his words is it's smart. He's really thought this through. He says, you know, I've never hit my wife. He goes, but I have a violent temper, right? He's mentioning, hey, I have a violent temper, right? He's mentioning the things that if someone were to have a mainstream argument about can men hit women and can women hit men type thing, right? You know how it's all going to be one-sided on men can't hit women, women can hit men. He's bringing up the same points that you might debate someone in that with, but he's doing it in such a smooth, subtle way. He's saying, I've never hit my wife, but I have a violent temper and I'm also quite strong. He's basically saying, but I'm bigger than her, I'm stronger than her. It would be a stupid move for her to do that. He's saying what a lot of people could actually say in like a mainstream argument, but he's doing it in such a tactful way that if you can read between the lines of what he's saying, he's giving you his argument, but he's just doing it in a smooth way without this confrontational, you know, you give your argument, I give mine, and we just go at it, right? He's doing it under the radar. He's doing it under the radar here.
What makes your marriage work?
That my wife has a lot of interests and things. She's totally absorbed with me. And we have enough separations that we've been doing some things all the time, so we come back here, there's always something to talk about. I couldn't be with the same person all day, every day. It would bore me to tears.
Okay, so right there, just to give you guys a note, she said, what makes your marriage work? I believe at this point, this is his second marriage. I think his first one, he divorced his wife or something in the 70s. I could be wrong about that. That was just kind of a quick little gap. But I believe this is the second marriage that he's talking about here. So guys already know that. He already went through one marriage. Again, we already know, stay away from that. But this is what he mentioned was key. He said, here's key to the marriage is that she has other interests so that she gives him space, because he said he can't handle being around anyone for, you know, too long. But the key is, right, because if we were to give that advice to a mainstream guy right now, hey, give her a lot of space, which again, in the attraction world, like that would be a good idea. Give her space, give her time to miss you. However, in today's world where women are so, you know, inundated with dopamine, in a lot of cases that will backfire on you. Well, you're not giving me the attention, I'll go get it somewhere else, right? In today's world, that type of mindset. So here's the key of that piece of information he gave about why it works is right here. And notice her face when he says it, she's like shocked. But this is right here why it works.
She's totally absorbed with me. And
she's totally absorbed with me. And he just says it so nonchalantly. He's like, that's why it works, is because she's like enamored with me, right? It wouldn't work any other way, but she's enamored with me. And now the space helps at that point. So again, breaking that apart, because again, yeah, it's always good to give her space and all that, but we know today's women, right? That's too much of an excuse. If you try to commit to, if you try to get married and then go, well, I'm going to give her space, then she can use that to go, well, you're not giving me the space these other guys are getting. I want a divorce so I can go get my attention on the CC, and now you're screwed. So again, right, in that scenario, don't do it. Don't commit and then try that, you know, idea. But if you're out there in the dating game, give her space. Give her space. You guys already know, right? She's never yours. It's just your turn. Give her the freedom, and then she'll want to fly back into your cage. But if you try to cage her up, she's going to get out of there as fast as she can. All right, now we're at right here. In fact, guys, this is just ahead here. This is about to come up. The word fidelity. Just for anyone watching, if you don't know what the word fidelity means, faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief, continuing loyalty type thing. Like, just to give you guys an idea, because that's coming up here.
Do you believe in fidelity?
Do I believe in fidelity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in fidelity, yeah.
Your wife is totally absorbed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you totally absorbed in your wife?
As much as I can be, yeah. But as I say, I have to go. For example, if I go to make a film, she doesn't come with me the first week.
Mm-hmm.
I can come and go and do exactly what I need to do to get it right, for me. And she understands that. And so she has sufficient interest in things herself anyway, not to need to be sitting there.
All right, guys, listen to this. So he mentioned, right, we already talked about how he mentioned that his marriage works because his wife is totally absorbed into him. So we got Barbara here trying to spin it on him, right, trying to catch him on something, going, and are you totally absorbed in her too? Like basically saying, look, you know, is it going to be give and take type thing? And how he answered this is so good. He answered, as much as I can be. He's like, yeah, as much as I can be. So crucial. Let's listen to that one more time here.
Do I believe in fidelity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in fidelity, yeah.
Your wife is totally absorbed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you totally absorbed in your wife?
As much as I can be, yeah.
As much as I can be, yeah. Again, another really good way of saying, right? He understands this. A man on his purpose. And then he talks about, you know, right? She has her own activities. So when he has a new movie or something, he goes a week early so that he can get his stuff done. Because his focus is not on his wife, right? She's not the center of his world. His focus is, yeah, I got my next project coming up here. I got to get in there. I'm going to get focused for the first week. I can't be distracted by anyone, not my wife or anyone else. So she goes, are you as absorbed in your wife as you are to her, or as she is to you? Such a clever answer. As much as I can be, yeah, right? So he's not confronting going, no way, she likes me way more, right? That would cause friction. That would cause Barbara to get all emotional and stick to that point. He just subtly smooths it over, as much as I can be. But to all men out there, right? It's like a little wink to all men out there. Hey, guys, as much as you can be, but that really should not be the main focus of your life. I got other things, and yeah, you know, when I'm with her, it's great to spend time with my wife, as much as I can be, versus so many simps these days that are just like, Queen Goddess, I worship you. Oh my gosh, you want me to snap some pictures for your OnlyFans here? Oh yeah, let's go, babe. Come on, this is going to be so great. You're such a goddess. You're a princess.
As I say, I have to go. For example, if I go to make a film, she doesn't come with me the first week.
Mm-hmm.
I can come and go and do exactly what I need to do to get it right, for me. And she understands that. And so she has sufficient interest in things herself anyway, not to need to be sitting there.
Okay, now, next one is, this is going to be the definition, male chauvinism. That's going to come up, so I just gave you the definition from the internet. Male prejudice against women, the belief that men are superior in terms of ability, intelligence, etc., or that men are superior to women, basically. That's the definition the mainstream society is going to give you if you look it up. It's also kind of important to understand that with how Sean Connery handles the next situation. And I know I forgot that we got a drink because he's just the man, Sean Connery, and I haven't been doing it for a while, so cheers to him. Ooh, that was a better drink. Ooh, yeah, that was more of like a beer drink there. Ooh, okay, let's go.
I swore when I was preparing the questions for this interview that I would not use the phrase male chauvinist. But you are.
Okay, I understand as a viewer, I don't like to just replay and kind of cut you right in the middle of it, which I basically just did. So I'm going to stop and start again because there's one more thing. Notice her tone at the start of this segment right here. Notice her tone. It's kind of cold. It's kind of, hey, I promise I wouldn't start this way. And now notice you're going to see some wizardry basically go on with Sean Connery here. Notice how he melts this hard exterior of her by the end of this. But just notice her segment, how she starts, and we'll kind of zone in or zoom in on how she ends on here. And this is what happens when you as a man are unapologetic about what you stand for.
Yeah.
I swore when I was preparing the questions for this interview that I would not use the phrase male chauvinist. But you are a male chauvinist, aren't
Right.
you?
And what is a male chauvinist?
Well, it's a guy who it's that sort of macho, you know, women are kind of nice as long as they're not too much around, and a good whack. And
I never
fanny
said
never
that.
hurt.
I never said
well,
that,
you said
Barbara.
you don't mind giving them a little whack
No, no,
if
you're
it's the
lifting it
last
right
resort.
out of
Okay,
context.
then you tell me. So we
No,
have it
you
straight.
tell me what you. I don't profess to be macho. I don't profess to walk around smacking her. I never smacked my wife.
It's the
I'm
attitude.
saying
It's the attitude.
the attitude. Oh. You mean I should? My attitude should be different when I'm
No,
talking
I mean,
about
it's
women.
okay.
Oh,
But
what
it's
do you
just,
mean?
well,
I don't like playing golf with women. That's a crime. I don't go and insist playing with them. So why should they come insist playing with me? Also, in the golf club, when there's a room for men only, I think it's terrific. And why would they want to go in if they're not wanted there? Eh? Now, I suppose I could go and say, well, where's the ladies' club here? I must go and get some games of these wonderful 36 handicappers. And, you know what I mean?
equal time,
Coming up with
equal
a-
rights.
Yeah.
You guys just see, did you just see how he just melted the ice cold exterior of her simply by not being a beta mon pussy boy? Simply by not simping. Simply by not compromising his beliefs for some woman. He knows where he stands on it and he doesn't back down. Unapologetic. Now, watch how he does this. There's like 4 steps to this. So the first thing he does here is, these are all moves you can kind of, use in whatever situation when they come up. The first moves he does here is that, right, we see the definition of male chauvinism. It doesn't sound good, right? No one would want to openly admit to that just because you could get attacked. Male prejudice against women, the belief that men are superior in terms of ability and intelligence. If you walked around going, yes, that's exactly what I believe, you would get attacked by everyone because of this definition. Just the same with like the MGTOW definition on mainstream. You'd be like, oh, dang, that's not really what it's like. I don't totally agree to that. So he does, this is so smart. She calls him a male chauvinist. Now, this is what's super important of what he did is he said, he makes her define what she just projected onto him. She calls him a male chauvinist, and now he makes her define, well, what does that mean? Because if he just backs up and plays defensive, well, I'm not a male chauvinist, right? She can now go on the attack. She can go, well, you said this, you said this, you said that. Versus he stops the situation and he puts it back on her and says, well, what do you mean?
Well, it's a guy who it's that chauvinist. But you are a male chauvinist, aren't
Right.
you?
And what is a male chauvinist?
Right there. Puts it back on her. What is a male chauvinist? So now he can get her definition out there. And guys, understand how important this is. When we talk about with women, you want to be careful with your words. You don't want to give them all the ammunition because they're psychological ninjas. They'll take all that. They'll remember it. They'll plug it in the back door here and they can bring it up at any time and attack you with your own statements. What he's doing here is using that game on her. He's going, wait, hold on. What do you define as male chauvinism? And now she's going to give her own definition. And now what he's going to do at the end of this is he's going to pick apart things that she says and basically goes, wait a second, you're saying blah, blah, blah. So he's using her own game against her. This is high level stuff.
It's a guy who it's that sort of macho, women are kind of nice as long as they're not too much around, and a good whack. And
I never
fanny
said
never
that.
hurt.
I never
And-
said
well,
that,
you
Bob.
said
See that? He makes her give her definition and then he can easily just dismiss her misperception. He can just go, oh, I never said that, Barbara. I never said that. So you're calling me a male chauvinist, but that's not something I called. This is, again, guys, this is like the type of stuff that if you're not aware of this, women run these games on you all day long. But if you are aware of it, you can play these games on women because, again, most women are able to play these games on most men. So they don't know how to play the top level of this. When you understand these games at such a deep level, they do not know how to combat that at a certain point, because most of the time they just have to get to here and every other guy in the world folds or caves, or they can do this to them. So the guys that hold their ground and get past that point, these top guys up here, they run the show, they run the game. Women have no practice with those type of men. Those men have practice with all the women, so they know how to run the game. We talked about that in the whole social gap phenomenon live stream.
Don't mind giving him a little whack
No,
if
you're
it's the
lifting it
last
right
resort.
out of context.
Okay, then you tell me. So we have
No, you tell me what you I don't profess to be macho. I don't profess to walk around smacking her. I never smacked my wife.
It's the
I'm
attitude.
saying
It's the attitude.
the attitude. Oh. You mean my attitude should be different when I'm talking about
it's
women?
okay.
Oh,
It's
what do you
just,
mean?
well,
Okay, and now this, guys, this is like a different, deeper level here. Okay, so this is like a social skills deeper level here. Now, at this point, this is, I mean, in my mind, this is how I see this. At this point, right, he puts it back on her, and then he's kind of like, well, and he goes, okay, well, you know, what do you think? He's putting it back on her, and she hesitates for just one split second here. She goes, well, and this is where Sean Connery is a professional, knows he has nothing to win here in an interview where they can kind of make him look how they want to make him look, right? If he's interviewing with them, he has nothing to win here by winning some cheap little battle. So in my opinion, what he does here is when he sees her hesitate for just a moment, right here, where he's like, well, then what he's going to do is he's going to instead swoop in. He doesn't want this to become an argument now. Now he's going to swoop in and charm her and smooth things over. It's very subtle, but that's what he does here.
I don't like playing golf with women. That's a crime. I don't go and insist playing with them. So why should they come insist playing with me? Also, in the golf club, when there's a room for men only, I think it's terrific. And why would they want to go in if they're not wanted there? Eh? Now, I suppose I could go and say, well, where's the ladies' club here? I must go and get some games of these wonderful 36 handicappers. And, you know what I mean?
equal time,
Coming up with
equal rights.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Equal Rights Amendment? Do you know that the amendment we're trying to have passed in our country?
Well, I think it's unequal rights now with the women. I think they've got everything going for them.
You do, huh?
It gets into... I think that you should get paid if you do the equal job, yeah. I know I work harder and earn more money to make things happen, which has been my role since I can remember. And if the guy is going to be the one that's got to go out and do the work to feed everybody so that they can have the kids or go to school or have a car or whatever, then they have to give him a primary consideration. No? Now, there are some exchange in the roles where the wife says, okay, I'm going to work and you can do the cooking and bring up the kids. Well, if some men are suited for that, I think it's terrific. I don't think I'd be very good at that.
I don't think you'd be very good at that either.
Then it's better I should do something I'm good at. Then she would be happy too, no?
What about both working and both helping at the house and both helping with the kids?
So, by the way, guys, there are things right now that if we just zone into the interview and we just watch it, you just miss. But you got to understand how different this all could have gone. Right here, notice how logical he is when he even says, he even said at the very beginning, yeah, well, I think it's unequal rights now. It's gone too far in the other way. And she goes, oh, you do, huh? Right? She has this antagonistic attitude. She wants to fight. She wants to get in there. She wants to try to expose this guy for male chauvinism. She's trying throughout the interview. She can't. He's too charming and he doesn't give her the easy ammo. But why this is important right here is, again, he's remaining so calm, so rational, so logical. And any guy that has spent any time with women at all knows that you could play 95% the logical game and be all cool, calm, and collected, but she could throw something at you, and if you get off your rocker and you get emotional at some point or you lose your temper, it's all over for you. Because now she can cry. Now she can go, you hurt my feelings. Now she can go, you raised your voice at me. And she can take the goal of the conversation, the rational things you're talking about, and she can now spin it, you hurt my feelings. So it's you're walking on such eggshells when you do this, but the reason this is important is how calm, cool, and collected he is that she cannot use her psychological ninja tactics then. She can't because he's not giving her anything. So again, a woman's advantage is she's a psychological ninja. Yes, us men have the brute raw strength over a woman, but she's got these psychological games to manipulate. That is her advantage. That is her secret weapon. Part of the magic of women is that men operate off this wrong assumption that women never make sense and us men will never be able to figure them out. Think about that. How nice would that be if you were to be able to say anything you want and then you could just use well, I'm emotional or it's that time of month excuse to get out of anything, right? Women already have this free card where she could lose an argument and be like, oh, I'm emotional. Well, I just got caught in the heat of the moment, right? And everyone's like, okay, yeah, understandable, right? Men don't have that excuse. So if you get off your center with women and you get emotional, then she'll attack this psychological ninja part of her. That's when, you don't want to mess with that type of game. And then along with that, kind of goes to this same point. So the difference is trap versus men versus women is that in regards to love and relationships, women operate very logically and with reason, opportunistic. That's what I mean. When we can sit here and go, yes, women are very emotional and all that stuff. But in actual thinking about relationships, marriage, all that stuff, women think logically because that's where they weigh the pros and the cons. How much does this guy make? What kind of job does he have? Would I be able to sit on my couch? She weighs very, opportunistically the way that she loves a man. It's very opportunistically. She thinks logically about it, right? If this guy is not bringing money to if he's not upgrading my life in social status, financial status, some other aspect like that, right? She's very rational in the sense of he just doesn't do it for me. Her hypergamy makes her rational in the sense of if I'm not getting what I want out of this relationship, I'm gone. The difference is men, we pride ourselves in being so logical, so rational, but we all know when you like a woman, you do stupid things. You do things you normally wouldn't do if you're thinking logically or thinking rationally. That is the mistake that a lot of us guys make is we think we're such strong, rational men, and then all of a sudden you get in there with a woman and you start to get feelings. She's now becomes the rational one in the relationship. She looks at it differently. She doesn't get caught in the butterflies in her stomach like you do. She's like, well, this is nice right now as long as he's providing. But don't think that she's not rational about the actual love and relationships part. That is where a lot of guys go wrong, thinking that hey, I'm all super rational, super logical. She'll never pull one over on me. Yeah, well, we know what that little love drug does to us men. It makes us men beta on pussy boys. And women get smarter almost when a guy falls goo goo gaga. That's why it drives women nuts if she can't manipulate you, because that is her tool. That is the thing she has over every other guy. That's how she can make all these guys bend the knee to her. Even these big, strong, tough guys. No. She gets them a little emotional and she can just run this guy because women have this game down in the emotional aspect of it. But with Sean Connery, he's not giving her any easy fruit to pick and to be able to attack him on.
Well, that happens in part.
Do you respect a woman's opinion as much as a man's?
But of course.
Okay.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
All right.
But there are stupid women, eh?
And there are
stupid men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Even that, do you respect a woman's opinion as much as a man? Well, of course. Why wouldn't I? But there are stupid women as well as stupid men. Another really smart thing to say, because again, to a woman, if you try to throw anything else in there, they're just going to attack you on that. But he's like, of course. How stupid would it be for me to just judge someone based on their gender, right? He's not giving her any easy ammo to take. This is a master class, guys. Again, to everyone, and I say this a lot, but to every guy that we have the guys that are going their own way that are just done with women, they don't want to deal with these games. I totally understand that. And I think at this point in the world, I feel like everyone should understand that. But when some guys don't understand, oh, all these games, I won't put up with that. I like this. This is what's fun for me. Like Sean Connery here, he gets to have these master level social games going on with women he interacts with because he sees all these games. That to me is fun. That gets my adrenaline flowing. I get it. That is not for some people, but that to me is fun. These type of emotional, logical, you can't have these type of games with men because men are like, what are you doing? Stop playing games. Just tell me what you mean, right? So that's why it's fun. It's almost like training. You go into combat, man. I love that. I love to sit back and go, I'm going to wait till she makes a mistake. Like girls go on a date with me and they think like, oh, I'm going to get this guy all over me. It's like, I already know. It's like, no way. I just like, at what point in the date is she going to fold? Because her little game at some point goes right here. Her top level game is like a B-. She doesn't know how to go past that. She doesn't know how to go past the B- game. Well, if you have above a B- game, I can't wait. I can't wait till she gets to this level here and then I go, she has no clue what to do at this point now. She has no clue what to do at this point. And you can see it in a woman's eyes. And you just go, she's putty. She'll do whatever I want type thing. That to me is still a lot of fun. And Sean Connery here, yeah, you know he's got experience with women. He's not fooled by the cheap tricks that women try to throw at him.
We haven't cornered the market on all our faults, eh?
We've been talking somewhat seriously, but somewhat teasingly, too. Do you mind when someone says you're a male chauvinist? You've heard it before.
I don't mind, honestly, no.
Sean, what do you think is the biggest fault, in your opinion, that a person can have?
The biggest fault?
Yeah.
You mean other than being a chauvinist
Other
pig?
than being a chauvinist pig, yeah. Pig is a word I didn't use.
Stupid. I hate stupidity more than anything.
Finish this for me. Sean Connery is...
almost a male chauvinist pig.
And that's how he ends it, guys. Man, guys, that's master level. This has been around since, what did I say it was? I threw my papers. 87 or something like that. That's master level social skills right there. But let me show you what, like, because guys, man, you guys, what he did here was so good. And Barbara, on the other hand, is no noob either. She knows how to catch people with her certain questions. She knows how to lead people. He didn't take any of that bait. So if you guys look at this part right here, because again, right, her biggest claim in this whole thing was that he's some male chauvinist because he's not afraid to hit a woman if she expects it. And he's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to golf with women, right? That was her big enemy that she was going to come attack him with. You're a male chauvinist. So what if Sean Connery could take the term male chauvinist and take this textbook definition you get where it sounds very, very bad. Oh, you believe all men are better than women type thing, right? What if he could take male chauvinist, that label, and throughout this interview, make any watcher, any listener, even Barbara here go, dang, I guess if he's a male chauvinist, it's not that bad. That's the power of what he did here. Right here, okay? Just watch how he brings it up to make light of it. Male chauvinist.
Sean, what do you think is the biggest fault, in your opinion, that a person can have?
The biggest fault?
Yeah.
You mean other than being a chauvinist
Other
pig?
than being a chauvinist pig.
Right? That was one thing. He eased it. He goes, oh, you mean other than being a chauvinist pig? And he lights it up. He laughs. He smiles like, ha, funny, right? He's melting the ice on this term of male chauvinist. This is huge, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, now, and then what he does again to end this, to end it. Here's the mic drop moment here that we're going to cheers to him at the very end here to drink with.
Is.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's the very end. Sean Connery is whatever.
Finish this for me. Sean Connery is.
Almost a male chauvinist pig.
And he got to smile after. You hear her laughing. That's a master class. That's a master class what he just did there. That's what happens when you don't back down. You own it, right? That's why so many people get their foot in their mouth. And I use this excuse early on. It is kind of an easy one with women. Is like, for instance, and I've actually seen guys do this for sure. Just a very basic, right? We saw like a super advanced level. The very basic version is like, girl says, Adam, what's your favorite color? I, Adam, say purple because it is. Girl goes, ew, purple's a girl color. If I, Adam, go, yeah, it kind of is. Actually, I actually really like blue. Blue's actually my favorite color, right? You see, that's a very in-your-face example of, oh yeah, you're totally backing down from your beliefs. That's a very easy one to do because it's your favorite color. But what he's doing here is master level that type of idea, and he's not backing down. Because if you back down, women will lose respect for you. And the minute a woman loses respect for you, there's no chance she will love you. A woman cannot love a man. And again, men and women love in different ways, either way, but a woman cannot love a man unless she respects a man. And she won't respect a man if you fold over your values. If she sees that she can pick apart your values and make you change them. So now, before we get to the next video, let's look at some of the comments we had from here.
She belongs to the street.
Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Although I gotta throw some of the new songs we got in here.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
All right, we got Sean Connery. Here it is. We saw the full thing. All right, so here's some comments. Sean Connery would go to a feminist rally and leave with his shirt freshly ironed. Awesome. That's so awesome. All right. She was low-key fascinated by him because he doesn't compromise on his ideals. That's actually the better definition that I could have started this whole thing with. About an unapologetic man to me is he doesn't compromise on his ideals. Great definition there from Jelly K. This is a master class in maintaining a masculine frame. It absolutely is. You're gonna get male. I may get some female. LMFAO. Also, you are a male chauvinist. What is a male chauvinist? You have to love this man. Absolutely. He just gave a perfect masterclass that every man should watch in this day and age with these censorship and everyone being such pussies. Feminism. He handled her toxic with a true gentleman's grace. He absolutely did. He melted her iceberg. Women claim to hate masculine guys like this, but subconsciously it's the man they chase endlessly and would ruin a marriage for. 100%. 100%. The funny thing is, you can see she's getting more attracted to him as the interview progresses. Absolutely. I was so happy to see these observations in the comments that other people were seeing the same things. Regarding Connery's comment on slapping women. Barbara, remember that? Connery, yeah? Barbara, yeah? Connery, I haven't changed my opinion. Yeah, that's exactly why, guys, we gotta drink. We gotta drink to our man Sean Connery, man. Love it. All right. She is what most women are like today, easily triggered and annoying. Stupid. I hate stupidity. Looked her right in the eye and her panties almost dropped. See, that's the other thing, guys. When you melt her iceberg, when you melt that cold exterior she has, guess what? You melt that iceberg. You melt it off of her. Guess what? All this melted ice drips down and then she's dripping wet for you. Yeah, that's how it works. Masculine men get women excited. She is exactly what's wrong with the world today. All right, Jaguar says, this is even more funny because she is exactly the type of woman he would slap. Oh, man. That's too good. That's too good. All right. Okay, so we're moving on to the next video. I gotta look at the time here. I'm supposed to be out of here by 9. I got plans with some friends. But I'll do my best. We'll see here. Okay, let's get right into it then. So the second video here we have today. This is we're gonna analyze a guy that, guys, I saw this one video. I had seen him before from Barstool Sports. Okay, not Call Her Daddy, whatever. It's a guy there. I'd seen him before, but I'd never seen his views on women. So this is the only video I watched, and I'm gonna base all my opinion of this guy on this one video, which isn't necessarily fair, but that's just all I know of this guy right now. So we're going to see. So this is from Barstool Sports. It's called the Schnitt Talk Podcast, apparently. I have no idea about either of these women either. This is the only video I've seen. I don't know their views or any of that stuff. Just watching this video right here. So this video is called 5 Signs You're Being Played, the Schnitt Talk Podcast. All right, so we're going to go over a guy here by the name of Marty. Okay. For anyone new, guys, we don't know which way Marty's going to go here. But for anyone new, if the man that we watch here, it was Sean Connery, now it's Marty. If he doesn't back down and holds his ground, he has balls, then we're going to cheers and drink with him. If he doesn't back down. If he does back down, you can cringe and drink and boo him. How about that? Let's go with, yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's get into For the Boys.
This is already funny to me.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I've been waiting to come on the show.
We are here with our
Yes.
boy Marty Mush, and this is his Schnitt Talk debut. And I'm
Big debut.
very excited about this because I feel like you have some takes on takes.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm giving you guys. That's all I'm giving you to start. That is all I'm giving you of our mystery man, Marty. Marty from Barstool Sports. Marty, if you happen to see this, enjoy. You have no idea what I'm about to say. I don't necessarily have any idea. I have some idea what I'm going to say, but Marty, this has got to be exciting for you if you're watching this right here. So our man Marty here, we're going to do a little Prince quiz. We got a Prince quiz, guys. Prince quiz. Here is our Prince quiz. That's not it. Our Prince quiz is here, right here, guys. Is Marty Mush, his name is Marty Mush, or at least that's what they call him at Barstool. Is Marty Mush from Barstool a Betamon? Betamon. Betamon. Any new listeners that don't know what a Betamon is, I'll explain it briefly as the video goes on. But basically, your prediction, yes or no, Y or N. Will he be a pushover or will he hold strong in his beliefs? What do you guys think? Is Marty Mush going to be a Betamon, yes or no? Your prediction before we get into the video. What's up, Prayer You? Haha, I love it, guys. Give your predictions. I hope you never know where I'm going to go with this. I hope you never know. Nobody is safe on the internet. If you upload a video, I'm not safe. People can roast me. I think there's some videos out there that actually, guys, well, I don't want to open up that can of worms, but if I do see one, I like to just let's debate. Let's go at it. But all right, we got yes, we got pushover. Someone says by his body language. We'll see. Beta. Okay. All right. Let's see, guys. Man, I'm looking at this clock. Yeah, all right. I just got to text my buddies real quick. Don't worry, guys. Well, you guys are getting them in the chat. Boom, boom. I want to play this again just because I love this song.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
All right, so we got some, there we go. Yes, okay, guys. Let's find out our man Marty Mush. Marty Mush from Barstool Sports.
Figured out the love scene
Oh yeah.
the rat scene, which is girls.
Yeah.
And it's a good.
But
That's
in a
good
respectful
thing.
way.
When I call you rat, it's a very nice thing.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say girls this show.
That's nice. 'Cause we prefer that on
Wait,
this show.
when you say rat, it's a good thing?
Very
I thought
good.
that you were saying it in a mean way.
No. If I like hanging out with a rat tonight, that's good.
That sounds like a hoe.
that sounds like really rude.
That
like
sounds like you're
it
saying.
I know.
sounds derogatory.
Is it hoe?
No, it's not. I swear. That's why
So
I
you
will
call
say
a
girl.
nice girl a rat.
Yes.
I'd rather be called like a mouse or something.
Mouse is cuter. Mouse
Mouse?
is definitely cuter than rat. Okay. So usually for the boys, it's like our opinion on things that guys do that we're like, don't do that. But
Okay.
I recently had a man talk to me about something that I was absolutely mystified by. Now, he does not want to be named, nor does he want to be on this show.
Okay.
Rude.
Because he's a fucking rat in that real sense. But so it's a thing called orbiting. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Definitely not.
It's this thing where you have a bunch of girls in your on a burner, basically. It's like, imagine your love life is a stove. You have a bunch of girls on the burner where like you're not seeing all of them all the time. Yeah, he knows. And you contact them, you're watching all their stories. Maybe you'll like snap them once in a while or text them once in a while, but it's not a full-fledged anything. It's like you're keeping like a billion balls in the air. And I was like, do guys do that?
So you're saying
All right, so she's asking, do guys do that? Do guys have orbiters, basically, is what we talk about beta orbiters, the betamon, all the time. She's asking, and we'll get to that later. We'll get to the betamon part. But she's asking, do guys do this? And yes, what guys would call this is spinning plates, right? The idea is, I learned this early in my days, and I perfected it. I'll just be honest, guys, I perfected spinning plates because I've been doing it forever. I've been doing it since I was 19. Basically, not a committed relation, literally just spinning plates. And the idea is, right, you just keep them kind of going, you keep the balls juggling in the air, you give them a little tension here and there every once in a while, but you're juggling multiple women. None of them are getting too hot. You're not getting too serious with any one of them, but you're just spinning plates, letting them come, hanging out with her here, hanging out with her there, right? Kind of in a similar way to what we would say women do with the beta orbiters, except the beta orbiters in almost every case don't get any sex, right? When guys spin plates, it's just like different flavors, in my opinion. I don't know of any guys that use women as like the emotional tampon and that's all they use it for. I don't know. Maybe there are guys like that. But anyway, so that's spinning plates. A little different. We'll get to the betamon part later.
like I have a bunch of girls.
On the burner.
Oh, for sure.
Seriously?
Well, yeah. What?
I think
This
that's
is not a
so
known
weird.
thing?
You don't have just like one girl you're paying attention to at once?
All right. I got a lot.
All right, let's get
Okay,
into
let's,
this.
I want to hear this.
Well, first of all,
Okay, guys, this is what I love about this, guys. This is what I love. Anyone that hears alpha beta, they always, and again, I personally, like I've told you guys, I use alpha beta for mainstream. I like the idea of sigma. I like that there's other ones. Like right here, probably a sigma. Exactly what you'd call a sigma here. Marty Mush, in my opinion. But when I say alpha mindset, right? Everyone looking at this guy, Marty Mush, goes, this guy's a beta. Look at him. They go, this guy's a beta. Like he's not dressed up or anything. He's just like, whatever, skinny little guy. They think he's a beta. What I've always said for a long time is when I think of alpha, I think of mindset. I don't care what a guy's physical attributes look like when I say alpha. In my mind, alpha to me is a person. It's a mindset. So in that same way, again, I use alpha beta. I align more with the sigma mindset. So I like to see that though, first impressions, because when I looked at this guy and I was like, all right, let's give this a chance. Let me see, because guys, I am not, what do you call it, naive. I would have the same first impression I would sure is Marty Mush type guys. I'm not like some big guy. I mean, I'm 6'2", whatever, but I'm not like some big guy that someone would call like alpha. I love to see these impressions because I was looking at him, I was like, let's see where his mindset's at. That's where I look for. So let's continue.
I want to say it's very easy to be happy. Very easy. You only
That's
worry
a
about
shocking
yourself.
take.
You only worry about yourself. You don't and if something comes along, it comes along. That's what I live. I just, whatever I want to do, it comes out. And it's like, oh, I'm going to hang out with this girl tonight.
Right.
And then maybe the next night, be like, hey, she wasn't that fun last night. Let's go hang out with this one. I don't.
All right. So guys, here's our man Marty's wisdom here. We got Marty wisdom. It's easy to be happy. Just worry about yourself, and if something comes along, it comes along. Guys, let me ask you, does that sound familiar to, I'm just going to do my own thing? Hey, if a woman comes along, right? She's never yours, it's just your turn. Enjoy the ride. Comes along, it comes along. And if it goes, it goes. Marty Wisdom.
Feel like I don't have like 5 girls.
You're not
and
like
just waiting.
scheming.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Okay.
But it's because I don't want a girlfriend.
Okay.
And I tell these girls, it's like I tell them straight up. I don't play them, but like, hey, I don't want a girlfriend. But I don't tell them I have like 3 other girls.
Right. But if you're a girl, would you expect that a guy has other girls that he's talking to?
Yeah.
Like paying
Should.
But are you paying them like extra attention? Like you're going out to dinner?
No.
Okay. What
See,
are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
what are
I
you
don't
doing?
See,
You're not dating.
I say I don't put titles on anything. You tell girls that first too. So
All right, there's another Marty Wisdom, guys, right there. Guys, I'm giving my bias out here, but I'm vibing with my man Marty here. I'm vibing with my man Marty. I would absolutely sit down and drink some beers with my man Marty here. Marty Wisdom, don't put titles on anything with women. This is what I've lived by since 19 years old. Don't put titles on it. Don't have expectations. When you put expectations on it, then you're going to be disappointed. You think, oh, you're my girlfriend, you're my everything, whatever. It's like, don't put titles on it. Just do your thing. Enjoy life. Just enjoy life. We got Marty Wisdom here. And check this out, guys. We're going to drink here because check this out. Again, I like to show you this because Sean Connery, everyone kind of goes, yeah, Sean Connery, man, he's the kind of alpha, right? Or even Sigma, you might say. But again, alpha in the mainstream stereotypes, Sean Connery. Well, we got Marty Mush, skinny man Marty Mush. Marty Mush, I'm not giving you any disrespect, man. We got very similar body types, no doubt. But we got Marty Mush here. Check this out. They say, the girls go, well, you aren't scheming, Marty, are you? You aren't scheming, right? That's kind of like, well, you're not scheming. That's a bad thing. You're a male chauvinist, aren't you? You're not a male chauvinist, are you, right? They're kind of connotating that's a bad thing. You're not scheming, are you? Listen to them.
like I don't have like 5 girls.
You're
and
not like
just waiting.
scheming.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am.
You see that? I am scheming, right? That is not being a pushover. He's not apologizing. He's not. It's a different setting, a different look. Same idea, not being a pushover. That's why I love to see this, guys. You don't have to be 6'5" and super jacked, all that. I know we give you the 6'6", the 6-pack abs and all that stuff, but I'm just showing you, my man Marty, again, I've only seen this video. This guy kills it, in my opinion, with women because of his attitude, his mindset. His mindset will trump any woman that he meets. I do not see Marty simping for any woman with his mindset. Again, we'll get more towards his mindset as this goes on. I just don't see him ever simping. When you have that with a woman, the better looking she is, she's like, why is this guy not simping? And then it drives her crazy, and then she starts simping. When men hold out, women follow. When you simp, you're last place all day long. You deserve it. Then there's one other one here. Is right here.
Doing.
That's what I'm saying.
What are
I
you
don't
doing?
see.
You're not dating.
See, I don't put titles on anything. You tell girls that first too.
There you go. There's the Marty Wisdom there. Just remember that. Don't put titles on anything. All right, let's go.
So this is what I do. I only invite them over to my house because I live by myself and I tell them I buy my house and shit. It's my parents' house. Yeah, they live in Florida. There's like my baby pictures up and shit. But
It's like, no, I live here and I put my
so
baby
yeah,
pictures
I
up.
just bought the mortgage.
I
on
really
this shit.
like it.
Yeah, but no. So like if I bring a girl to dinner or if I bring them like anywhere, I think that's like I actually am
Like
dating them or actually like care about
Mm-hmm.
them. I care about the girls I talk to. It's just that I don't want to go out with them. I'm in such a good place. It's so fun being single. I don't know why I want some girlfriend.
I want to know what Marty knows. I want to know what he knows because this is a similar mindset that I would have if I was on a podcast of a friend and I wasn't Adam from TextingPrince, right? If I was just doing a different job, like if I was still a school teacher, I had some girls that would bring me on to certain things and kind of interview me about women kind of secretly because they knew I was experienced. I wonder what Marty actually knows about women. Like I want to see him in action, but I give this guy the benefit of the doubt because his mindset, everything he's saying here, it's like it aligns to me with his energy. Oh, by the way, hey, It's fun being single, he says.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
Guys are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
I don't mean to be looking at you like that. I just that's so interesting.
It's not interesting.
It is interesting.
Let me tell you.
But what if right now today you met
The
you
love
met a
of your
girl that
life.
you fucking really like?
Then I'll stop. I would. Like that's
So
about.
right now you're just hanging out with rats.
Yeah. But like I see, like I'm hanging out with 3 girls right now.
Okay.
I like one more than the other 2, and I
So
see her
why
more
don't you just hang out with her?
because I don't want a girlfriend.
But you don't like her enough for her to be your girlfriend.
Not yet.
Okay.
I could see. I'm gonna wait. Let me tell you, this is my life. We could be here for 4 hours with my
I'm just
life.
trying to understand what you're talking about.
So with me, right?
Right.
I worry about myself, which first of all, you guys don't. You think about guys way more. I saw your tweet yesterday, 9:30 nude. You were probably thinking about that.
I was actually thinking about that for 3 days.
Exactly. You shouldn't
I planned
have to.
that for 3 days.
You shouldn't have to.
Okay, just right there, what he just mentioned is that I worry about myself, right? That's what he's saying. I'm seeing between the lines of what he's saying. He's talking about the social gap right here. He's saying you girls don't worry about that. You girls think about boys way often. You think about boys all the time. You're always scheming for boys. And in his mind, he's like, nah, girls are just like an afterthought to me. Like, I don't put them at the forefront of my thought like you women do. What he's saying right there, what he's acknowledging, there without actually saying it, is the social gap, like I talked about. Women, if a man cares less about a woman than a woman cares about a man, right? That woman is going to chase him. But it doesn't happen most of the time in today's society because most men give in. They go, well, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to pursue. But again, when you meet a man, and I don't care the perspective you had in your head, I don't care if there's a 10 woman on the other side. And again, I've only seen this one video here of Marty here, but in my opinion, I don't believe that Marty would be intimidated. And I believe that maybe the girl's not attracted to him or not, but she would grow more attracted to Marty because of his personality over time. A 10. And again, people can look at Marty and go, this guy's not an alpha or whatever. Totally understandable. I believe that if you're going to say alpha or beta, Marty has an alpha mindset. If you're going to give me, is he alpha or beta? He's alpha. I still go, he's sigma. If you dig into sigma, maybe I'll do a live stream on that sometime. But again, his mindset is everything. Women around him, his perception gets better. Look, have you ever met a girl that you weren't all that attracted to, but her personality was like, dang, she's a really cool girl, and she grew on you attraction-wise? That is the exact same type of scenario, but opposite for men. Is like a girl might look at him and go, well, this isn't the guy I'm used to dating, right? If you got a 9 or a 10 girl, some model or whatever, going, this is not the guy I'm used to dating. I'm used to dating these, six-pack ab models. And she brings up Marty. But Marty's mindset is different than the other guys that she meets. So Marty is the type that grows on women. Guys, I'm telling you guys, this my role. Again, the reason TextingPrince was a thing, texting was always my thing because I hung out with all different groups throughout my days. Starting at high school, right? I've had friend groups that were in the band. I've had friend groups that were total nerds playing Dungeons and Dragons. I love those type of games, by the way, guys. But then I had all my sports friends because I, did sports my whole life. I got the jocks, all the, the top dogs type things that get attention from women. And in all of that, a guy like Marty, he has the mindset that the guys that were good with women naturally or whatever don't have. So he has something that grows on him. And like I'd be with some of my jock buddies. I was best friends in high school with the best basketball player in our school. I was best friends with twins that were, these are guys I've known my whole life, right? They were the 2-star football players at our school. One of them ended up playing in the NFL, one of the twins or whatever. So I had jock friends that were like the top dogs in different areas. But my skill I had was I was not naturally good with women. I had to learn this stuff. So my skill was I would grow on women because I wouldn't make mistakes. So I might walk around with all my buddies, and I got these. I'm telling you guys, my jacked twin buddies, 6'3", 6-pack abs, most muscular guys since second grade. These guys were like working out, just studs. The father was a college football player. The mother was an Olympic track athlete. So these kids that I knew, right, total studs, just athletic freaks that you would call. Those are the guys that I'd walk around with, and those guys, my other buddies, would turn heads. And by the end of the night or later on, I would be the one going home with the girls because these guys would bring them in, and it was perfect. And I would be like stealth, like Marty. I'd be like stealth. And over time, I just don't make mistakes. And all of a sudden, like that's where the texting thing came in. All of my buddies, like in college, I had some buddies that were just like the absolute studs of all their high schools or whatever. But they'd be like, "Hey, Adam, here. Hey, dude, take my phone. Can you give me this date with this girl in that sorority? Like, come on, man. Like, do it." And like these guys were all good looking, all that stuff. So all they needed was a little bit of text game. So I could just boom, 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 set them up, whatever. So that's how kind of my route. But I'm the Marty Mush route, baby. I'm Team Marty. I am Team Marty here.
Literally just do whatever. Like when I go to fast food places.
Wait, hold on. You guys have to really appreciate this. Marty's about to drop a bomb here. Okay. Okay. Marty doesn't settle for mediocre, guys. If he wants something one day, he gets it. So I have to clarify this because this is actually a good question she said. So Marty says, hey, if I want something, I want the best. I'm not going to settle for the worst or whatever. So the girl's going to ask, well, if you only want the best and if there's 3 or 5 girls you like and you like one girl more than the other ones, if you only want the best, why wouldn't you stop talking to the other girls and just take the one girl you want and get her best? Fair question. Marty has a great answer for this.
Run that back.
Well, it's like you said, when you go to a fast food place, you order number one. You don't go for your second option. But if you have a bunch of options, why not just stick to the one option?
Are you saying that you'll create a meal with like a McChicken and a Doritos Loco Taco?
When I get fast food, this is literally what I do. I get a quesadilla from Taco Bell.
Okay.
I get a fries from McDonald's.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And then I get
so you're
chicken
getting
nuggets
the
from
best
Wendy's.
of all the world.
I'm getting the best thing I want on the menu. That menu for the day is that girl, and that's the other girl. That's how I live my life.
But okay.
Do you have different girls for different purposes?
You guys, he does exactly. He explained it perfectly. He explained what I would have explained in my life. This is the type of stuff I'd have to explain to my buddies that were never red pilled. Now I have a channel. This is way more fun for me because I can just openly talk about this stuff. But I had this stuff bottled up for so long that I couldn't talk with anyone about. Just like a lot of you guys, we know. You know, it's like the first rule of Fight Club: don't talk about Fight Club. You guys know how hard it is to talk about with your real life friends a lot of these topics. I was like that for a very, very long time, but his mindset explained exactly the type or stuff that I would try to explain to my buddies. When my buddies would see me with a girl and they'd be like, dude, she's a babe. You gonna get serious with her? Or are you finally gonna settle down? I'm like, nah, I'm good. We're just taking things slow. We're just seeing what happens. And they're always like, Adam, I don't get it. That was my mindset. It's like, dude, if I want to go to Taco Bell today, I'm going to Taco Bell. And then if I want to go to Domino's, I'm going to go to Domino's. If I want to go to Chipotle, I'm going to go to Chipotle. I'm not going to take the same Baskin-Robbins vanilla ice cream all day long. I'm going to pick the best of the best whenever I want. That was my mindset. That's Marty's. That's Marty's mindset. I love it. And by the way, guys, when we talk about this, it's kind of fair to then bring up, okay, yeah, I see that super chat. That's awesome. I'll go over that in just a moment. Okay, so this is why women do it too. Because for the same reason that I don't want to settle for some second place meal, women today, right, in the dating market, they can have exactly what Marty's saying. They can have the quesarito, they can have the McDonald's fries, they can pick and choose what they want. But here is the difference, right? I'm not sitting here being blind going, well, I do that, so women shouldn't be able to do that too. Women can do whatever the heck they want. But the difference is simply hypergamy. This is the difference. Is that a woman wants a high status man that she can attain to protect and provide for herself and her children, past or future. I don't run into this problem. Marty's not going to run. Men don't run into this problem. Maybe in a sort of way, because it's like I'm used to be treated really well. I'm not going to be treated like any less than that. But it's not the same as hypergamy, where a woman literally believes that she should get the best of all worlds because in a woman's biology, that's a survival mechanism for her. For her, if I date around, the more guys she dates, it's going to end up unhappy for her and unhappy for the man in the long term because of the survival instinct of hypergamy. We've dove in why this is actually a reason. We talked about war brides. We talked about other things about the actual why hypergamy is a real thing, why women have that. But in today's world, the reason why I can sit here and go, yeah, guys, just like Marty, do whatever you want, don't settle type thing, right? This is what female dating strategy says. See, we can do it too. Sexual liberation, never settle. Fine, women, any women that are creeping and lurking on this, do whatever the heck you want. You just don't understand your own biological hypergamy, so you'll end up unhappy. I can sit here and predict that for you. It's going to happen in the long term. Now, you have a fit, you can scream, you can bang your head and go, that's not fair, but it's reality. So when women do this, it makes them, happiness becomes unattainable for them, and it becomes unattainable for the man that could never become everything that she's experienced, right? The curse of hypergamy. The more that she sets up the expectations, I had 60 guys I slept with, now I want the best from all of them. One guy, you better provide all of that for me. That is hypergamy. That's how women were able to survive for the longest time, biology-wise, because they are physically weaker than men. There's reasons for all of this about why this is. It's just when you sit here and go, well, are we equal? It's like, no, we're different. So when guys go around sleeping around and all that stuff, women are attracted to that guy. He has experience. He doesn't get emotional. He doesn't get tricked by her games. Women like that. When a woman sleeps around with a bunch of guys, she can no longer pair bond. And now when divorce court, family court is against men, that's horrible for men. So no man wants a woman that has slept around. If he has, that is just a... That's not what men want. Women actually do want the hoe of a man because that man doesn't get fooled by her little games, and then she gets excited because her hypergamy goes, I can't quite get him. He must be super high value, so she keeps trying. It keeps her engaged because of her hypergamy. Men just go, nah, I don't want that. You've slept with 90 guys. I'm out. No way I want to commit to you. You're old goods. Women go, you've slept with 90 women? Oh, what did all those 90 women see that were so enticing in you? I can't wait. I'm going to make you fall in love with me. That is the difference between mindsets.
This is?
Yes. So one's like if I actually feel like talking to one.
Oh my.
If I feel like having an intelligent conversation, I actually want to hang out with a girl and have fun. I have one. And then it's like one, it's like I'm coming home from the bar. It's like, all right, I guess I could just call. It's terrible. I know. It's a terrible.
Okay,
I'm a terrible person.
What would you say to the female listeners? How do you know
that you're
a burner girl? If you're a rat.
If I don't answer you in like 3 days, and it's all of a sudden just start texting you about like. You gotta know when a guy is planting a seed on like a Thursday night
Okay, what
or
does
a
that
Friday.
mean?
What's the seed?
Planting a seed's like you start talking to the girl on Friday, and then just so it's not like a booty call on Saturday. Oh. It's just like you start. Oh, I talked to you yesterday,
You're
so
scheming.
See, I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
All right, so in that vein, the plant the seed strategy, absolutely, absolutely. Guys, you know how many times, if I had a nickel for every time I got a girl, I learned the, not the hard way, but I just learned over time. The strategy has to plant the seed. How many times a girl will be like, Adam, you haven't texted me for 3 weeks. You're just texting me because you want to hang out with me this weekend. Like, how many times I've gotten that text in my day? Because he knows it too, the plant the seed. It's like, oh, Thursday, Friday, hey, how was your day type thing. Just getting in there, and then all of a sudden when Friday or Saturday rolls around, that girl's going to come over, all of a sudden, oh, it's not just a hookup because we were chatting. The plant the seed text strategy, see, that's why I say Marty knows his stuff. Marty knows his stuff. These are things that you can't just necessarily make, like, that works. What he's just saying there, that absolutely works, so I know that he has experience with this. And now watch, guys, another thing about, right, get your drinks ready. Take a drink when he holds his, when he's unapologetic, all right? So first off, check this out. Okay, watch the girls, every time he's honest, watch them giggle and laugh. Women love when a guy's actually honest. Watch this.
But okay.
Do you have different girls for different purposes?
Yes. So one's like if I actually want to if I actually feel like talking to one.
Oh my.
If I feel like having an intelligent conversation, and I actually want to hang out with a girl and have fun, I have one. And if it's like one, it's like I'm coming home from the bar. It's like, all right, I guess I could just call. It's terrible, I know. It's a terrible.
Okay,
I'm a terrible person.
What would you do?
And right there he said, and this is another good move, he said, it's terrible, I know, I'm a terrible person, right? He took away their ammo of them being able to be like, oh, you're a terrible person. He just goes, hey, it's terrible, right? I'm a terrible person, right? That is exactly, he's not apologizing. He's just going, yeah, that's me. I'm a terrible person type thing. So take a drink for that. He stood his ground there. Our man Marty here. And then I gotta get that super chat here from Name With Hell. Appreciate it, Name With Hell. He says, put all your eggs in one basket is the worst possible mistake you could do on the dating market. Absolutely. Exactly. And this is what I get all the time. I actually just had a guy message me on Instagram the other day saying he loves this girl. They've never met. They've talked virtually for 6 months, and they were about to meet up, and then she flaked on him, and he's like, should I let her go? But I love her. I'm just like, dude, there's so much more you got to understand. Just this mindset you have, you're screwed no matter what. Like, you got to take the red pill. Because that's the type of attitude that will just get you killed, get you played so hard in today's day and age. All right, let's go into the next one. What do we got here? 640.
Do you think most young men are doing that?
I think I'm a lot different than most people.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think I'm
true.
a lot
That's
different.
true.
But I'm also not leading the girls on. I always tell them, hey, this is what situation. We're not like, I'm not going to go out with you right now. I have a lot going on, blah, blah, blah. I lay it out.
Oh my
I'm
God.
very
How
direct.
horrible would you feel if you were the girl that Marty only uses for sex?
I think
Well,
that
I don't say.
Oh,
I don't
God.
say.
Well, she might be listening.
I feel like if a guy says that to you, like, I got a lot going on, I'm not looking for anything, I would, like, get
he's
out
so
of there.
offended.
I mean, like, I feel like that just means that you're not really worth it enough.
Okay, so they're saying, like, man, if a guy just said I got a lot going on, I'd get out of there. The girl on the right apparently at this time had a boyfriend. I don't know her status, so it's a little bit different. She might be a long-term commitment girl. I don't know. Don't know anything about her. But watch how honest he is and watch how much they love it when he says this. Just watch it.
Yeah, no, it's for sure. But if you stay, I mean, it's gonna be a good time at least.
So I guess like you have to decide if you mind being a burner girl or not.
Yeah. What some girls are like almost aren't. Sometimes you just want to fuck someone and not
for sure.
like
Not have any of the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You guys do the same shit.
Yeah,
but
in a nicer way.
And I don't have like 6 guys in rotation that I'm like, tonight I want this. Actually, that's not true. I actually do.
You do. Yeah.
Right there. I love that he. Okay, this is right. This is with this girl, blue-pilled girl. Like, I don't really have. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Listen to that again.
Way.
And I don't have like 6 guys in rotation that I'm like, tonight I want this. Actually, that's not true. I actually do.
You do.
Right there, she nailed it. Right, you can't hide from that. That right there is what we call the Betamon. Betamon. All right, so again, the Betamon, right? The difference between Betamon and spinning plates. I'll explain that in a moment. But anyway, women are Pokemon trainers, right? They're Pokemon trainers. They want to catch all the Betamon they can and use them in the situations they need them. They put them in their Pokeball. Come on out when I need you. Throw it. You got to battle this Pikachu, so I need this certain guy for this certain scenario. And then she locks him back. He's only good for one scenario in her life. Oh, the emotional tampon. I need to talk about the guy that broke my heart. She throws out this beta-mon. He pops out. He listens. He's just a listener. I have some buddies right now in my life that are single men. They are the beta-mon emotional tampons in some women's life. The free meal, another one. I'm hungry. They throw out their beta-mon. That guy takes them out, pays for all their dinner. That's all. The prospect is one that she keeps around her finger. In 5 or 10 years, maybe I'll settle down and this is a nice guy, so I'll keep him, in my orbit just in case. Like she mentioned, she had 6 guys. Now, we could sit here and go, well, guys do it too, right? Well, yeah, the top 10 or 20% of men also keep a rotation. The difference is, and at least in my case, is that the beta-mon in a woman's life, she doesn't give sex, she doesn't give intimacy, she doesn't give that connection with, and she basically holds out for his providership or what he'll bring to her life, but she'll never give him the physical intimacy. In my life, when I have women beta-mon, and again, I don't even call them beta-mon, they're just women, I'll do whatever with it. Like, I'll sleep with them. I'm not withholding sex. But the difference is, I'm not going to commit to a woman regardless. I don't care what this girl seems like a unicorn. I'm not going to commit to her simply because of the legal system and all that other crap going on. So you could sit here and go, well, guys do it too. Well, it's a different story. Like, I don't care if the perfect girl came along. It doesn't matter to me. I don't want to be involved in this legal system. Versus when women have beta-mons, these are the guys that are 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 10th place in their actual, what they actually want. So they're going to sucker this guy along for life. They might commit to this guy and go, well, you're just going to be my provider, but I'm not going to give you anything. So that's where I see a difference between men and women on that. But whatever. Again, there's also hypergamy.
You have to.
So maybe this isn't a guy thing. Maybe this is just a people thing.
It's a people thing. And then if you really start liking a girl, then you stop. Like, I won't cheat on a girl. I won't, lead you on to do something. I'm going to tell you what's going on. But if I really like you, you'll know. I don't text anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have, let's see. We're going to do it 566 text messages with no.
Marty!
Because I don't answer my friends. I talk to strangers more than my friends. I don't like talking to people, texting people.
Doesn't that give you anxiety to have all those messages?
And I have red receipts on. So you know if I'm ignoring you or if not. Like, you really know that I'm not. I'm straight up. I'm telling you.
Very fascinating.
I know. It's a great way to live, I'm telling you.
I want more guys to be straight up about what they want. Like, guys always think that girls want you to pretend you like them just to sleep with them. It's like, it's so much easier just to be like, I want to fuck you.
Yes.
I'd be like, okay.
And I tell girls
then let me not get involved.
And then they can't be mad at the end.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't be mad if I tell you,
guys are always like, oh, she was crazy. But it's like, you probably made her crazy by not being clear with what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's so easy to do this stuff. Just be straight up. I want to fuck you. And if you don't, all right, that might be a little weird, but it's all right. You don't want to, move on. That's why I don't get why people get caught up on people.
What do you mean?
Like them a lot, they don't like you. Shucks.
Move on.
Shucks.
It's like, you just got to make yourself happy. That's it.
You just got to make yourself happy. That's it.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd, it's time I go my own way.
I love that. Right? You just got to make yourself happy. That's it. But words of wisdom from my man Marty here. Marty, if you see this, Marty, I would love to have you on. Let's interview you. Let's dig deeper on this. Let me really figure out what we're working with here. Give me your knowledge. Talk about the situation going on today. I would love that. That'd be interesting.
So what's your number one piece of advice for the ladies listening?
The ladies listening, just don't be overbearing on the guy. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, when some girl texts me all the time, I can't stand it. I feel like girls might think it's like, oh, well, makes me think I care about them. I don't want you to like me that much.
He made it clear, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to like me that much.
Okay, that right there, again, is why he does so well. You don't need to like me that much. Don't like me that much, okay? Because, again, this is the unwritten rule in dating and attraction. If you like her more than she likes you, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed. Most men, by brainwashing of social media and by women, and brainwashing of all media basically, think, right? If I like a girl, I have to get it off my chest. I need to tell her how I feel. All the guys in the movies go up to the girl, what do? I like her, and the girl goes, tell her how you feel. Even the other Betamon guys go, tell her how you feel. Why? Why do that? It's a stupid move. But why would you do that? Well, of course, from a woman's perspective, if she always knows where you feel or how you feel, she knows exactly how to control the game. So if you like her more than she likes you, you're screwed. Why? Well, let's break it down in a very simplified way. How about this? How about hypergamy explained? A woman wants the highest status man she can attain to protect and provide for herself and her children, past her future. No problems with that. Makes sense when you dive into biology and a lot of other stuff. However, let's say that again. A woman wants the highest status man she can attain. That is huge, right? Because if a guy likes a woman more than she likes him, she goes, I can already attain this man. So her hypergamy doesn't go, I hit the jackpot, I'm going to love him unconditionally. Her hypergamy goes, if I know that I can get this guy, he's already attainable, I must be able to do better. That is hypergamy. So now, what happens then? Monkey branching. A woman will start to openly look for new branches to swing to, new boyfriends, new guys, when she feels she can do better. Think fear of missing out because of her hypergamy, right? Hypergamy, I want the highest status man that I can attain before I have to settle down, before I lose my good looks and all that stuff, right? So this is going on in her brain. So now if a guy says, I love you, you're my world, you're whatever, the opposite of Marty. Marty's like, dude, you shouldn't like me that much, chill out. If a guy's like, I like you so much, you're my world, that literally triggers monkey branching. That triggers monkey branching because then she goes, ugh, I attained him, so I must be able to do better. And now she starts looking. Subconsciously, consciously, it doesn't matter. That's what happens. And then what's monkey branching? Now she starts looking just like a monkey swinging branch to branch. When she finally finds a newer branch she can swing up that will upgrade her life, once she can attain that, now she lets go of the other guy. That guy's like, what happened? She's already in a new relationship. Because the minute that she knew that he liked her more than she liked him, her hypergamy was already out the door, ready to leave. He had no idea. That's why monkey branching comes as such a shock to most men.
What do you guys do? I'm very curious about you two.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So like,
well, she has a boyfriend, so
true.
She's good.
So what do you do? Like, how do you?
Well, I don't have commitment issues as we discussed today.
I'd love to find
issues.
audio of you saying that.
Okay, so by the way, guys, there's not a lot left in here, but I do want to say here that first off, his transition, I'm curious about you, right? He's the guest on the show getting interviewed. That's a great move in dating. Always, whenever you can, you stop whatever's coming at you and you put it back on her. I'm curious about you. Now you tell me a little something. And you always make her beg to get more information out of you. You want her to go, God, you're so mysterious. I feel like I don't know anything about you. You want that, and then you want to keep doing that. So every time she's like, well, tell me something about you. And you're like, I don't know. Hey, you tell me something about you. How did you grow up? And the girl will just forget that she asked the question. She'll go, oh, I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers and blah, 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 right? That's how you do it. What he kind of did there, it's kind of subtle. But again, he took responsibility here, and this is not like a huge one, but just to notice, right, when we talk about women not taking responsibility, she's like, my therapist said I have commitment issues. Listen to him.
How do you...
Well, I don't have commitment issues as we discussed today.
I'd love to find
issues.
audio of you.
You see that? He slipped that in there. Well, I have commitment issues. That's just a guy taking responsibility. He's like, well, I actually do. She's like, I don't have commitment issues, even though my friends told me I do, my therapist told me I do, and other people, I don't have commitment issues. But he's like, no, I do. He's just taking responsibility. Unapologetic for that. I'll take a drink to that. Woohoo!
Saying that you do like throughout the past like months and just play it back for you.
Just
Like,
like
just
10
plug it in
times.
right
My
here.
therapist said that I have commitment issues yesterday, and I was just like, no, I don't. What
Bitch.
are you talking about? No,
I had a girlfriend for 4 years, so I
Really?
don't think I think That's probably why I don't want a girlfriend
Fair.
still. But I've also haven't had, that was like senior year. I've also never broken up with a girl in my life either, or gotten broken up with.
Do you just ghost?
so what
just
happened to her?
pretend they
Did she
don't
Kind
exist?
of,
Did she
both kind
die?
of just.
All right, so again, the rest of this is not much. I've watched it or whatever, so we're kind of ending there for that video there. But again, I'm curious, did anyone's mind change? Obviously, I have bias here, but did anyone's mind change about is Marty Mush a beta mon? Did anyone's mind change from hearing what he was speaking of? Because again, I want a lot of guys to understand that when we talk about alpha beta, I personally look at mindset first and foremost. Some people go, oh, that guy's an alpha. No, he's not. Look at him, and they look at the physical. That literally doesn't matter to me. I've met so many weak-minded alpha male type bodies or whatever, and I've met a lot of guys that are very strong-minded alpha mindset men that wouldn't look at like your typical alpha male, maybe like a Marty here. Okay, so now with that here, what do we have here? Oh, let's look at some of the comments here to wrap up here. Let's look at some of the comments from our man Marty. Again, I gotta play this song though.
Slow it down. I still got the feeling, baby. Slow it down. I still got the feeling, baby.
Man, I love that, man. I get addicted to songs, guys, and I'll literally listen to a song on repeat, not even kidding, like 50 times, and then I'll get sick of it, and then I'll go somewhere else, and I'll come back to a song I like. I'll just listen to it over and over again. I don't know. Someone can psychologically break that down. I'm a weirdo, but I'm loving this song. Slow it down right now. Slow it down.
Slow it down. I still got the feeling, baby. Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd. It's
I'd
time
rather
I
go my own way. All right, we got some comments here from Barstool. 5 signs you're being played. We have girls acting if they have no orbiters or guys in the friend zone. Yeah, that's a lie. I'm glad that she was like, oh wait, yeah, I do, because yeah, we all knew that was a lie. Of course girls have that. Okay, Marty is a legend, they say. Girls do it far more than guys. The term orbiter has applied to guys who are in the friend zone but stay in it in case they might get laid. Yeah. And guys, I'm telling you guys, maybe some of you are guilty. That's fine. Nobody knows. But I'm telling you guys, I know friends in my life that watch my videos and they know my stance. They know my talk about beta mon and all that stuff. And they're still like secretly in the friend zone, going on these friend zone dates with women where I'm just like, I wouldn't do it. So I get it. It happens, but don't be an orbiter, guys. The worst spot in life to be. All right, so we got, you're not scheming. Marty says, yeah, I am. I'll drink to that, right? He's unapologetic about it. Yeah, I am. And then we got, dude, I can't believe the things he said. If any of the girls he's actually seeing sees this and still talks or meets with him, I'd be shocked. How many of you guys think the same way as he do? This to me is such a blue-pilled comment. Dude, I can't believe the things he said. If any of the girls he's actually seeing sees this and still talks, meets with him, I'd be shocked. That person has no idea about female nature. They have no idea about female nature. About the more women that want a man, the more that woman wants that man. That's how they weed men out. Oh, he's high value because all these other women want him. I want him more. That's why they keep going back after these same type of guys. So any girls in Marty's life that saw this are more attracted to him now. They're more attracted to him now. Craig Code says, you're very fascinating. I know. Mush, you are something else. That's Marty Mush. That's his name. He knows, dude. I like Marty Mush, man. I'm vibing with Marty Mush. All right, what do we got here? Oh, I think that was it for the comments. What do we have here? I think I had something else. Did I have something else? I'm baby.
Slow it down.
Man, I love that. I want to play the whole song, but I'll just get shut down or copyrighted or whatever.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say.
What was that? Oh, guys. All right, before I go, like I said, I gotta be ready. I gotta go here any minute here. But let me show you guys. Hey, you guys know. Maximize that. How about this? Those who know don't know. Okay. Boom. Okay. Boosh. Let's see here. Let me see this. Let me do. Blog, right? You click right here. Like I've told you guys, my blog will always be free, and it's gonna get better because I am posting every freaking day, guys. So check this out. Anytime you got a video right here, click on the post if you want it. We got categories here. I made a MGTOW and red pill category as well here to easily get to some videos. So I'll have to update that as I got a lot of content like that. So there we guys go. I'll tell you guys about my streak now. I got my streak of daily blogs going. And before I go though, because I do got to run, if you guys click right here, the February special right now, just look how pretty this is. Just look. Guys, remember, watch this. Watch in about 8 seconds, guys. I'm showing you my technical skills that I never had before. Boom! How about that? Yep, that's right. For February, if you guys get Texting School, you'll get Swipe Right, my online dating program. Absolutely free. You got 18 days to decide for February. Boom! I want to show you guys that as well as put my. Oh, here it is, guys. Daily blogs. Again, I know you guys don't care. I'm just trying to buy you into caring a little bit so that I don't stop. 16 daily blog posts that blew away my record I had before. Guess what it's at now? Big surprise. Where's my little calendar? There it is. Oh, easy. Let's just add 7 to that. 23 daily blog posts in a row. That's right. Anytime you want, go to TextingPrince.com and you guys can check out the blog. It's right up there in the toolbar. 23 days in a row, guys. Guys, I'm going, man. I might get to 500. I don't know. We'll see. But it's flowing right now. I still got 23. Anyway. Don't be a beta man pussy boy. Hey, whatever you believe in, I mean, think it out, reflect, of course. But when you have things you believe in, don't fold over just because someone else doesn't like it. And to recap here, Mike Posner, I like the journey he's currently on right now, in my opinion. Slow It Down, excellent song. Recommend you guys listen to it. I enjoy it.
Those who say don't know, those who know don't say. I'm done walking with the herd.
It's time I go my own way. And that's what we're leaving with. I gotta go. I love you all, and I still made it in time for my 9 o'clock appointment. Take care, everybody. I will see you. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Guys, right now I think on Sunday, I believe Sunday's Valentine's Day. National Freedom Day for us men. I think I'm planning on doing a live stream on Valentine's Day to have some fun. I think I did that last year. Just have some fun. Maybe I'll get some call-ins here. We'll, get together. So look for that. I plan on doing that unless something crazy comes up. But if not, I do plan on doing an extra little live stream for Freedom Day, Valentine's Day. So hopefully that happens. If it does, I will see you then, which again, I believe is Sunday. I don't know if I'm wrong about that. But all right, I got to go, guys. Take care.